Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for joining me today. Today I am going to concentrate on my recent purchase of the Coordinating Memories and More Come Sail Away card pack as part of the Come Sail Away product suite. Now I'm using some of these Memories More cards along with the coordinating cardstock such as Night of Navy. I'm going to use some greys, crumb cake. What else is there? Night of Navy, Mossy Meadow. So I've chosen 4 cards to make. Okay, so I just want to make them with you today because these have been sitting for a couple of weeks now, and that's not very good. Look how vintage and absolutely amazing these are, and look at the delicately cut, laser cut borders and backgrounds. Amazing. Right, now let me pop them away safely for a second so I do not damage them. In fact, I'll pop them to the side. I'll tidy those up after. Right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with a very, very simple, easy card, quick card. Okay, it's a white base, and the colour we're going for is Night of Navy. Now I've chosen this beautiful yacht, which is in, I'm sure it's Balmy Blue and Night of Navy. Okay, so these measure 3 by 4 inches. Okay, so I've cut a piece of cardstock in Night of Navy that is 4.1 by 3.1 inches, and I'm simply going to layer that up like so. Now I am lacking in my nail card collection for sending off to charity, so I thought I'm going to utilise these card packs because that's exactly what they're for. If it's not journaling you're using them for, it's quick, easy card making. So I've just, oops, butterfingers. I'm just making sure it's all level on there. Okay, I'm going to place that here like so, and I'm simply going to stamp a small sentiment in the right hand side there that says thanks. Now I want to glue this down first, however. Now if you want to use tape, use tape. If you want to add an extra layer on the background, that's absolutely fine as well. But I am very happy with this. And this almost reminds me of framed seaside pictures for in your bathroom. Nice scenic. I do like it. Right, so here is the stamp for card 1. Now I'm just going to stamp that off screen because I have a funny feeling it's rather juicy, and it is. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to stamp again, and then I'll decide if I am going to do first, second or third generation. Now sometimes, depending how juicy your pad is, sometimes the second or third one ends up with more detail, and I'm going to go with the third one to keep it nice. Right, so if I give it a wipe just now though, don't want a build up of ink. Okay, so I'm going to stamp once, twice and 3 times a lady. There we go. Isn't that gorgeous? I do like that. And that is our simple card using a Memories and More. So there's card 1, so I'll pop that to the side. Okay, card 2, where are you? Let me see now. I'll pop that to the side as well. We're not using Night of Navy. Now, here it is. Here it is up here. Now this card is going to use Basic Grey and Seaside Spray. I thought I'd use Seaside Spray as something a little different, and I'm going to use some of the elements from the sticker sheet from the Memories and More card pack. Okay, now what I want to do first though is I want to stamp a bit of background on here. So I'm going to get my scrap piece of paper again. I've got everything pre-cut. These cards, sorry, I should have said, all these cards I'm making today are 4x6, okay? And all my layers are 1/8 of an inch and 1/8 of an inch down, etc. Now I'm going to do, where's my block? I'm going to do tone on tone stamping, and I'm going to use this gorgeous compass style because I think it goes nice with the lighthouse. So I'm going to stamp in Seaside Spray. Okay, now I'm just going to, yep, perfect. Let's see how that looks. Oh, I have a dirty stamp, hang on, where's my spray? Got a wet bit of the cloth, let's see. I mustn't have cleaned that properly when I used the night of the Mossy Meadow last time. Right, now all I'm going to do is I'm going to fold the card over. I'm just going to quickly burnish it with my block. And we have only a small border, okay? So I'm just going to kind of stamp randomly. Like so. So as not to make it too obvious that I've been at it with my self-stamping DSP techniques. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay, and I think I am going to use the little, teeny little birdies. If I can find my block. Come on, don't be shy. Right. And I'm just going to, now what way's the card going? The card's going up and down. So I want the birds to kind of be up and down too, so they're not flying squint. So I'm just basically filling in some of the gaps. Okay, like so. Just squeeze a little bird in where you can, like that. Okay, so let me see. Right, so we're done with that one. I'll pop that one back. Now, I've just literally cut all this up and kind of made it up. So, sometimes that's the best way. Now I have the basic grey that I'm layering the gorgeous lighthouse card on. Again, that's going to sit upright slightly. I have cut a piece of Night of Navy, which is going to go at the bottom. Okay, so this gives a smaller area for gluing. So this is going to be glued on first. There's my glue. This is 4 by 1 inch. I'm just going to attach that to the bottom of the card. Like so. Great. On here, I forgot what I was going to do on this one. Right, what I'm going to do, I'm using the card pack, haven't I? The stickers. So let's layer this gorgeous piece up onto the grey. Okay. And that is going to go in there. Now this bit here, I'm going to get my gulls and try and stamp on there because that looks awful, awful bare now. Because I sillily forgot that I had a border at the bottom. So you can change that as you go. Easily done, forget things. Right, now let's adhere this to the card. I'm not using dimensions or anything today, just good old glue. Now, just carefully position that. Wow, do like that effect. Do like that. Lovely. Now the only thing with this section is I'm not the biggest fan of sticker sentiments, but I'm going to see how we go. Right, this measures This is 1" by 4. The other one was 1.5", sorry. So just make sure that's positioned okay. And let's have a look at the little sentiments. I do like this one that says dream. And I also like this one that says today. So I may use celebrate today on here. Got a bit glue stuck. And then I will need to pause the video and come back because my battery is about done. Oh, I like this actually. This is a perfect moment. Yeah, I'm going to use that. Oh, I do like that. Put it on straight though, Trisha, for goodness sake. These are great. They are very, very sticky, but they do come off in the event of an emergency, like then. See how you just change your mind as you go. This is Pool Party colour, this one. Nice contrast. This is a perfect moment. And I'm going to use... What will I do today? Today, this is the perfect moment. Or dream. No, I'm going to use dream, I think. No, I don't like that with the white. If that was see-through, I would have used that. What about celebrate? This is a perfect moment. Right, now where to position this. Here. Let's pop that down there, overlapping slightly. And let's see if there's anything else that we can pop in. Not wrong colour scheme, Trisha. Put a little boat. No, that's far too much. You know what would have been nice? A piece of the twine wrapped round. But what I'll do is I'm going to add a double bow to the card. Now I will need to trim this down because, as you know, I'm not great at tying. So, which one's a bow and which one gets cut? Right. Aha. I know. There we go. So, that goes there. And let's trim this up so it measures the same. Awesome, that fills in a lovely little gap. Now if I get some glue dots, please excuse me pyjamas. So, let's stick a little glue dot on there, like so. Now be careful, they're very sticky. Sometimes they stick to your fingers. And I'm simply going to pop that there, like so. So there's card number 1 and card number 2. And I'm going to have to pause and come back to do 3 and 4. See you in a minute. Sorry about that, my battery died. So as I was saying, that's card number 1. And this is card number 2. Isn't it adorable? Now on to card number 3, which is going to be based around Mossy Meadow. And we have a, let me see now, we have a Mossy Meadow 4x6 card base, 3 7/8 by 5 7/8 stamping layer. We have a DSP layer which is 5.5 by 3.5 to go in the centre here, and I'm using this adorable little card from the Memories and More. That is going to go on there or thereabouts. And we have a section here for the end, Mossy Meadow 4 by 1 inch, and very vanilla. Sorry, that's a very vanilla base. Did I say Whisper White? Can't remember. Very vanilla. And we're going to do something on there. So, the sentiment I'm going to use for this card is You Are My True North. Okay, so you've kind of gathered it's male theme type cards, but these could be suitable for anyone really. Just because they're blue doesn't mean it's just for a boy. I like the colour blue, that's why I like making blue cards. Right, now, what I want to do though here is I am going to ink around the edges of that, around the Very Vanilla, and I'm going to fluff up the edges using my snips. So I set that to the side just now. Okay, it's just to give it another bit of colour. Now, if you have blending finger sponges, use these. Use them if you wish. Or you can use your blending brushes or whatever you have. Okay, so just inking that up. I just want it discreet. You can just see it and no more. Right, I'll leave that ink open to the side because I'm going to stamp soon. Right, now, all you want to do is just slightly ruffle the edges, and you can see it's pulling the colour out a little bit, giving it a little distressed look, like so. So I hope you like this tutorial. It's one product suite, 4 cards. And of course I'm basing it all around the coordinating colours for the suite. So I also have the embossing folder that is part of the Come Sail Away suite as well, and I have some of the gorgeous Night of Navy Very Vanilla twine. Okay, now we're going to just glue this DSP layer down. And if you're recreating these, you could use the measurements that I've given you, or you can just cut as you wish, depending on the sizes of the borders that you want. Okay, now that is going to go there. Now I think I will layer that up with a piece of Very Vanilla because it's too close to the background colour. Now I have lots of scraps here. Okay, so I think this is going to be about right. Now these are 3 by 4, so I want to cut this down to 3 1/8 by 4 1/8, and that way it is 1/8 of an inch border all the way round, just enough to give it some extra contrast on the card. So 3.1 by 4.1, or 3 1/8 of an inch by 4 1/8 of an inch. Okay, and that is going to go on there. I'm just going to add some ink around the edges of this as well. Again, I like to go for a rustic, vintagey kind of look with this set because it goes so well. And again, it just makes the colour pop. Okay, so really nice and simple cards, and it's just really to show you how far you can go with these Memories and More card packs as well. Okay, I do like that. Now, I want to make sure that my little layer here is of equal measure to each side with the same border. Okay, so I'm just going to keep that there just now. I'm going to add some glue on here. Okay. And I'm just going to eyeball where it was. Yep, that looks about right to me, before pressing it down firmly. So this is a really sturdy card already. Please do use a lining on the inside though if you're going to recreate this. I amn't today because I just want to show you the decorating of the outside. Right, now just going to lay that down like so. Move it around so that it is kind of straight. This looks okay to me. And then we're going to pop this on the inside. Now I am going to stamp directly onto this because I know that my stamps will be fine. Now this is a little 8th finish border too. Do like that. Lovely jubbly. If you want you could just take it up to cardstock, but I like to take it to the end. Right, now let's ink up my sentiment. I'm just going to do a tester run because this is quite a juicy ink pad as well. And something just jagged my leg there. It's sore. What was that? Don't know what jagged my leg. Whatever it was, I didn't like the feel of that. So I'm just going to stamp that one here. Love it. Clean my little stamp. Isn't it pretty? Very handsome as well. Right, so I was wanting to add some little stickers onto here. Right, so let me see now. Going with the Mossy Meadow theme. I think I will use, you know what, I think I might actually stamp on here in the Mossy Meadow. And I'm going to stamp, I hope to be the anchor through the storms of life. Hope to be your anchor. Just going to pop that right in the middle. Wow, that's lovely. Do like that. Love it, love it, love it. And what else can I do now? You are my true north. There's a lovely little sentiment sticker here. It says, love you always. Can you see that? Focus. Come on. How annoying. Love you always. There's, here's to making every moment count. What's really, I'm not going to use the blue because it's too much. But I can use love you always. And this is a little banner sticker. See? Oh, there we go, that's better. And I'm just going to pop him down there, like that. Now you could add embellishments or anything you want, or ribbon round here. I'm just leaving it nice and plain for you. So there is card number 3. Do like that. Now I can put the Mossy Meadow away. I can put the basic grey away, but I'll pop them away later, but I'll close them for now. Okay, now card number 4. Now this is a little bit different, and this is a soft suede card base, okay, which we're going to stamp on. I think we have this crumb cake base, soft suede matte layer here, and a stamping layer in mossy, very vanilla. It's going to be an up and down card as well. It's 4x6. So I just want to stamp round here. No, I don't. I know what I was doing. I was going to use the sticker embellishments. So I think that looks quite nice. So what I'm going to do, if I just attach the very vanilla to the soft suede, which is a gorgeous, gorgeous colour. Okay, and then I'm going to attach the soft suede to my card base. And my throat's getting sore because I'm talking a lot. Now, this could be any direction of card, but I am going to make it up and down the way. Don't want a tent card today. Now, what I want to do is I want to pop this on as centre as possible. Look how adorable that side is as well. I haven't noticed that one before. I did look at all these, you know. So we're going to pop that in the centre. Does that look centre to you guys? Yep. And then I'm going to use these lovely little rope style stickers. Now if I get my trimmer, because I want to cut these to, what does that measure? Just over 3¼ You know what, I'm just going to go by eye. So if I snip them there, and then I can always trim them off, you see, if they're too long. I'm not wasting too much. Oh, come on. So that is going to go directly across the bottom section of my card, and you can see there's just a little smidgen to come off. And the next one, again, it's going to go across the middle section here. Now this suite is, was that a squint? No, that's fine. Sometimes I look at it through my phone screen, and sometimes looking above it or looking at an angle, it gets quite confusing for me. Right, so which page is it on? Do I show you? Here we go, here we go. Come on. I have all of these sweets. I should know where they are by now in the cat eye. I think it may be at the back. Yeah, there it is. This is a sweet here, and it's just gorgeous. And you can see there is a similar card actually to the one I've made. Except I've stepped it up with background stamping and this little bit, so mine looks a little bit better. Yeah, oh well, that's fine. So that is still available for purchase. If you're interested, you can buy through my online shop, which is listed below. So is all the products. If you click on the product link, it will take you straight to that product on my shop page. Right, now what I was wanting to do is, wrong way. I was wanting to stamp a couple of the awesome anchors from this suite, and I'm going to stamp it. This is crumb cake, and I'm just going to stamp it directly on top. Okay, so I'm just going to pop that. Just trying to think, pop that there. Looks lovely, lovely jovely. And the sentiment, let me be the anchor through the storms of life. Your anchor, I'm not doing that. I'm going to do let's set sail in the direction of your dreams. And I'm going to stamp this one in soft suede. Now, I have a very vanilla circle area already punched out. I think if I stamp on that and do something with it, it might look nice. If not, I shall just stamp directly on the card. Oh, I do like that. I do like that. Right, let's give it some colour. I'm going to end up with big lines in my pads, but I've not seen any damage yet, so it's fine. I'm going to pop that down there. absolutely love it. Now I need something in here because I've left it a bit bare. So, let me see. I think I'll stamp another thing down here and I'll pop this in the middle just to balance it out a wee bit. And I'm going to use the little boat. I'll stamp that in crumb cake, which is over here. And put that in an angle as well. Done. Love it. Right, don't know if I've just spoilt the look of that or not, but I'm going to stamp in between the images on this with something small, such as the little birdies. I'm going to stamp them in soft suede. God, I couldn't get the words out there. I've overlapped that a wee bit, doesn't matter though. But that looks okay. Some more in here. That'll do. I'll just wash my wee stamp. Pop it in there. Wash this. Right. Sorry, I couldn't concentrate there. That's my husband going away to his bed because he's knackered. Right. Now I'm going to get dimension or two. And I think what I'm going to do is add some, what do you call it? Wait the now, because I have a new. I am going to add a piece of the Magnolia Lane ribbon. Hang on, I'll just get my basket ribbon stuffed in. I do have a little cut off of that, so I don't need to open that yet. Now, let's see. A sticky bit. Yuck. Where is it? Here, it's here. My goodness, it's so windy outside. Right, I'm going to use a piece of this. So, I'm just going to cut it like so. Oh, that was very good. Ta-da. No, battery's phone's buzzing again. I'm going to pop that in the centre with some tearing tape. My desk's getting rather messy now, but I will clear it in a second. Right, so Stampin' Up's tearing tape. I'm just going to run it along one of the lines that's on the card there, on the little Mary's and More cards. Come on, you wee bugger. I've not stuck it down enough. There we go. If in doubt, try the other side. Okay, so just going to lay that down like that. Remove these little backing papers off the dimensions. And pop that right in the middle, and that is the finito card. So let me tidy up and I'll just quickly show you all 4 cards again. So, yeah, if you've been thinking about buying the Memories and More, please do. It's a really, really good thing to have, actually. I often buy them and then forget about it, and then I've kind of outrun the DSP. I've got bored sometimes, and then I'm left with lots of cards left, so I am promising myself to use them up. Better being used up and made into cards for charity than sitting in a box. So, let's do a wee recap. And I hope I've not kept you too long. I think that's about half an hour again. So card 1, nice and simple. Card 2, some background stamping. Looks like I have smudged around there, but it's not. It's the way it's printed. It's lovely. Little added ribbon, using a couple of the sticker embellishments. Card 3 is with a mossy meadow. You're my true north. Incorporated a little love you always sticker in there. And the 4th card is again using some of the sticker embellishments that coordinate, stamping some extra images onto this crumb cake card background. And that, my lovelies, is our 4 cards. So, all you need is some coordinating cardstock. If you don't have coordinating cardstock, white would be absolutely fine. You want the Sailing Home stamp set or something similar. And you're wanting the Memories and More. I'll link everything below. If you're interested in buying it, please just click the link. I am going to try and go through some of the annual catalogue products more regular. I do tend to focus my 3 weekly series videos on them rather than all the Christmassy stuff, but I want to pull them out and play some more, because before you know it, it's going to be time for new catalogue next year, and I don't want to be left with all my stuff, so I'm going to use it all up. Great. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll speak to you again soon. Bye.